Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll give it to Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in, because this passing attack, it's lethal, because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffs!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want it.
Breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He tries to take the top off. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Bringing it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB.
He's loose on the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
And the Buffaloes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffaloes! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together. Unloads it downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
There's a great example of a quarterback who's able to turn the page. Things haven't always gone his way. He's obviously thrown 2 picks earlier in this game, but he's still staying aggressive. He's still taking shots, and his guys are making plays for him.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
There he goes.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Howard. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And it's no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The sure hands, it's Johnson. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now first and goal. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass option.
I like that too. Get the
Touchdown, Bucks! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Looking downfield on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This one's complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life in this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Caught close to the marker, it's Anderson. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Welsh. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The toss to the right. Look out, he's got room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. Receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
Going with the ground game left. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The Buffaloes are threatening in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Field goal is good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. On target over the middle. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Fires one high and deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that touchdown was massive for the offense. Gives them confidence heading into halftime. But remember, they're going to be receiving first in the 3rd quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. It's good, and they shave 8 points off that lead as they head to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look at the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Colorado! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
38, Iowa, 8.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Got some room to run. He's at the touchdown, Buffaloes! And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snatches it on the right. At the 45 on its way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Grabs it inside the 10. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Line getting set on 2nd down. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Get set.
Wants to throw again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it inside the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Off play action. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bucks! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Kansas had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans there in Lawrence are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. One game, I know, fellas, but this...
And he's thrown another interception. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Takes the handoff. It's Welch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play.
Man, so many people always say, go for it, go for it, go for it. Well, you do have to deal with the negative side of that, too. And when you don't get it, maybe you have an opportunity to get points. A lot of these things have to come into the equation. Not every game's the same, but what do analytics say? Go for it, go for it.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn and hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Might as well give it to him again. Looking for room at the 30.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Buffaloes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He might want another play. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Breaks into the open. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt and give it back and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force it.
And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Colorado. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They're now in really good shape to get back. Win column as they extend the lead here late. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
59, Iowa, 8.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Iowa has the ball back on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You've got to stop turning the football over.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Hawkeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Got it, looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down but couldn't do it. And on 4th down they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over.